very good morning from myself, Devon, Governor, and welcome to the GTV Preview Show that's scheduled for the Vaal Classic Race Meeting on the 20th of October. Warren Lenferna joins me in studio. Great to have Warren in studio. Good day, Warren. How are you?
Very well, thanks, Devon. And yourself? All good, and looking forward to the race meeting on the Highveld, Thursday the 20th up at the Vaal. 8 races, 8 competitive races, but looking forward to it very much.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head. It is some very competitive races. Let's get straight into race 1 that jumps at 12:40. It's over 1,000 meters. This is racing Welcomes You maiden plate for fillies and mares. I quite like number 4 here, Above the World. It's currently trading at 5-1. If you look closely at the form, this one has never been off the action. Take note, I thought this was a very open race, not very easy to assess. Another horse with form is number 3, Princess Ilaria. That's trading at 35-10 in the fixed odds betting market. You can actually ignore the last run. On exposed form, must have a chance. Then moving on to number 13. This is Little Miss Moneybags. There has been some solid betting support. The last time I checked, this is currently trading at 15-10. So Warren, I thought you could play around numbers 3, 4 and 13. How did you see it?
Devon, the stable of Ashley Fortune is banging form. So if there's early money around for Little Miss Moneybags, the connections will be hoping to fill their money bags. So yes, let's keep an eye out on this filly. She's by Water Winter, and certainly if she were to be a debut winner, I wouldn't be shocked, because she wouldn't have to be too good to win a race like this. Your first choice is 4, Above the World. My first choice is 3, Princess Ilaria. I'm ignoring her last run. Fani Broncos teams up with Gavin Larena, lots to like. And one other just to throw in for quartets could be number 1, Gatiana. Pierre Straden looking for his one more winner to make that milestone. But Devon, 4, 3, and keeping an eye out on 13. I'm 3, 4, and keeping an eye out on 1. So Princess Ilaria and Above the World in the first race for Devon and I. Let's move along to the second race, which is the Racing 240 for Racing for You. A graduation plate over 1,700 meters. And at the time of recording, and we tell you time and time again, check your scratchings, jockey changes, equipment changes, betting moves before taking your final bets. At the time of recording, all 6 runners are going to race a competitive graduation plate. 4, East Coast is returning from a long rest, but is nicely weighted. Keegan DeMello gets the ride again. Done little wrong, this horse, East Coast, Devon. 5, Climate Control, the word from the stable, because we have a share in this horse. He's a much fitter horse this time. He certainly has ability and should be right there when the judges put up the numbers. And number 1, Platinum Sky, ran a very good race in KwaZulu-Natal last time out, and the blinker strike on Platinum Sky could do the trick. 4, 5 and 1 for me. How do you see it?
Yes, I think you pretty much touched on the principal runners. It is a small field and there's a few here with chances, but I've narrowly elected to go with number 1, Platinum Sky from the Sean Terry yard. This is the current favorite, trading at 15-10. Healthy respect for number 4, East Coast, and number 5, Climate Control, as well as number 6, Kill Shot. But number 1, Platinum Sky, does form part of the best weighted column and is going to be my narrow first selection. For trifectas and quartets, you could probably throw in horses like number 4, East Coast, and number 5, Climate Control. So let's move on to race number 3 now. This is Book for Charity maiden plate over 1450. It jumps at 1350. Now, I thought this was a little bit of a tricky race. I've elected to go with number 2. That is Thermopyle. Last run was very good, running second behind the Chosen One. On that occasion was 33-10. I think there will be more improvement to come. And look at the Pierre Striker Stratum factor, Warren.
Absolutely. As I said earlier on, Pierre Stratum looking for that one more win to reach his milestone. Thermopyle, horse number 2. The horse is now trained by Jaap Visser, obviously being purchased off that Paul Peter dispersal sale. Improving with each and every run is the son of Erupt, and he certainly is going to be a live wire in this race. However, I don't think it's as easy as that. Number 1, Big 5, has got obvious chance, is drawn, got an awkward draw to contend with, but he's going to win his race one of these days. He's well tried, I know, but certainly number 1, Big 5 should have an each way chance. For me, my first choice, my value in the race, you've taken down the betting, have you?
Yes.
What price is number 3, Sam the Wise Man?
That's currently trading at 6-1. And before you go on there, I spoke to Billy Routers. He said the horse does have a chance. They're taking the blinkers off and it's working really well. Muzi Yeni has suggested take the blinkers off, so they're going to give this horse a bit of a chance and hopefully it runs on strongly.
He was my value selection last time and he ran an okay race. The comments are handy, led, blowing. I'm expecting a lot more from Sam the Wise Man come Thursday. So he's my first choice. You've heard from Devon, he's around 6-1. And Sam the Wise Man is my value and my selection. Let's move along then to the 4th race, which is the Furious Room now opened maiden plate. It's for fillies and mares. There's 14.50 the distance, and scratched at the early time of recording is number 1, Island Beauty. Devon, quite a few numbers here. I'll give the viewers my selections. First number 4, Memorial Day. I think this is where Pierre Stadium can get his one more winner to reach his milestone. Yes, they do have an awkward draw to overcome, but who better to navigate that than Pierre Stadium?
Oh, your baby striker.
Memorial Day. Then respect for number 5, Green Bubbles. We can ignore her last run. I think she's way better than that. Number 9, Rosie Lemon. Has claims, especially on her eye-catching debut performance. Her last run was okay. And then number 11, Splendid Season, is going about it the right way. I think there must be more in the tank from Splendid Season. But I'm quite big on number 4, Memorial Day. How do you see it?
I'm very big on number 4, Memorial Day. The last run, I had an absolute full go and was beaten narrowly on that occasion by Eastern World. I'm willing to give this horse another chance. Pierce Striker Stradum, he retains the ride, and I'll be having an absolute full go on number 4, Memorial Day. I've bankered this in the place accumulator, and I'm very tempted to also banker this in the pick 6. So myself and Warren, we both agree that number 4, Memorial Day, is the horse to beat. But there are dangers. It's not that cut and dry, so you could possibly include horses like number 9, Rosie Lemon. Warren already touched on that. Number 11, Splendid Season. Also number 8, Bonnet. A lot of betting support. This is from the Mike de Kock yard. Randall Simons is aboard. Open 22-10, then went 2-1, 18-10, 16-10, 14-10. Respect the betting support for number 8, but I'm in the camp of number 4, Memorial Day.
Okay, before we move on to the 5th race, number 8, Bonnet. Interesting, the betting changes, the betting moves. This horse is related to Azores and related to Reunion. She's a Karari filly out of Illabella. So there's tons of money around for number 8, Bonnet. Keep an eye on that, and certainly, if she were to win on debut, I certainly wouldn't be shocked. But yes, we're in the camp of Memorial Day. We'll have to factor Bonnet into all our bets because the money we have to respect. Okay, the 5th race. Introduce the 5th race, Devon.
We're on to race number 5, 4racing.tv, maiden plate, 4 fillies and mares. It's over 14.50 and it jumps at 3 o'clock. I quite like number 1, Nice Move. This is currently trading at 3-1 in the fixed odds betting market. 2 solid performances over this sort of trip, over 14.50. That was on the 15th of July. That was a long time ago, 2021. And then the other run was on the 23rd of June, 2022. So ran second on both occasions. This is my narrow first selection. I think you got to take note of number 3 as well, Lady Regent. The form lines are good. Specifically, the second last run when running 3.8 lengths behind Feather Boa. Take note of the jockey booking, Keegan DeMello. He's riding extremely well. And then horses to watch out for. This forms part of my shortlist. Number 4, Mighty Goddess. Now, this has got to have a solid chance. I spoke to Billy Routers. He said this horse really pulls hard. If they can get this one to settle, will run on very strongly. So look at those form lines. If you go back a couple of runs, ran behind Gobsmacked, Feather Boa and Maharani. Those are good enough form lines to win here. Fixed odds betting trading at 35-10. You got to take note of that. I'll be having a small each way on number 4, Mighty Goddess. So hopefully she settles. Principal runners for me, 1, 4 and 3. How do you see it, Warren?
Okay, we're in the same camp as with regards to our first choice. I like number 1, Nice Move. Nice cozy draw. Pilasande Oli gets the ride, and the form of the latest run has been franked, and I believe that this filly is the one they all have to beat. In saying that, Devon, I've got healthy respect for number 11, October Fair. I know that October Fair hasn't run for 28 weeks, but she's very well related. Let's tell you who she's related to. She's related to Tempting Fate, Spring Break, Spielberg. And if she runs fresh and is halfway to being fully fit, I think this horse could surprise number 11, October Fair. I'll be taking some value swingers and exactors with number 11, October Fair. But I do believe, like you do, that number 1, Nice Move, is the one they all have to beat. Let's go along to race 6, which is the Tab Telebet, merit rated 72 handicap. The race is going to be run over 1,000 meters at 25 to 4. And Stormy Seas for me, for Roy Magna and Randall Simons, ultra consistent gelding. Last time faced a little stronger than what he's facing on Thursday. 1,000 meter, out and out 1,000 meter specialist. And I believe that Stormy Seas is the one that they all have to beat. Number 1, Esquivel, showed last time what he's capable of doing. I respect him again. And then number 7, which is Lulu's Boy, one of these days is going to pop up and run an absolute cracker. Number 7, Lulu's Boy. So maybe throw 7 Lulu's Boy into trifectas and quartets. Samango Kamala gets the ride. So 2, 1, 7 for me.
Well, our numbers are very, very similar. Also like number 1, Esquivel. I do think that he can win again. That last victory was very good. I remember they were very upbeat about that. And look who's aboard. Pierre Striker Stratum. We love Striker. I'm a big Striker fan, so I'll be throwing this into all my bets. Number 1, Esquivel. And also number 2, Stormy Seas. Warren touched on that. This is currently trading at 5 to 1. Some good form lines there, good lengths, and there won't be much to choose between number 2, Stormy Seas, and number 11, Stormy Lass. So number 11, Stormy Lass, is currently trading at 7 to 1. Gavin Larena, he's back aboard. He's ridden this horse 3 starts back, and on that occasion finished third, 0.4 lengths behind Stormy Seas, so not much to choose. So I quite like numbers 1, 2 and 11, but it is a tricky race. If you're looking at the exotics, I think you've got to throw in quite a few runners here. Moving on to the next race, which is race number 7 on the card. Tab 4 Racing App FM83 divided handicap. It's over 1450 and it is for fillies and mares. Now, I've got another banker here for the place accumulator in the form of number 5, Princess Philippa. That's currently trading at 25 to 10 in the fixed odds betting market. Remember, we did check the betting early, so the show is recorded early, so check your card changes and updated betting. I think the last run was a solid performance behind Captain Peg, and that horse could be absolutely anything. Randall Simons back in town. He's riding extremely well. Other horses to include could be number 1, that's Patton's Tears, trading at 9 to 2. The form lengthwise never far back. Samanga Bling Kumalo is aboard. Also like number 9 from the Mike de Kokia, this is Rima, that's trading at 35 to 10. Lightly raced individual, some solid form lines there. Keegan DeMello is aboard. He's riding extremely well. So those are the principal contenders for me in race number 7, Warren.
The last race on the card is the 8th race, 16:45, a quarter to 5. It's the next Vaal meeting, Thursday the 27th of October. Merit rated 73 handicap for fillies and mares. I can't be much help here, Devon, because I find it very difficult. I'm going to try and include as many as my budget will allow me to into the pick 6 and place accumulator. But 11... Rennie was a very good winner last time and gets handy galloping weight this time. If she goes on to make it back-to-back victories, I wouldn't be shocked. Number 4, Asia Pambele, also a recent maiden winner, but could go on to be anything. Those are my, if I was pushed into a corner to give you 2 numbers, they are 11 and 4, not with much confidence. I'm loading up as much as I can here.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very tricky as well. It's a massive field and it looks like an absolute nightmare for exotics. So I'm going to try and help you where I can, but go as wide as your budget allows. If you look at a horse like number 3, Defender of Rights, that's trading at 7 to 1. Last 3 starts was fancied in the betting market. 91 days since the last race. Coming from the Pettigrew Yard, Randall Simons is aboard. I think you should throw this horse into all bets. Maybe they freshened it up. Like I said, last 3 starts was in the betting market. Wasn't that far off the action, and I do think this one's a lively contender here. Then if you look at a horse like number 4, Asia Pambili, Warren already touched on that. There was a lot of talk for this horse when it made its debut here in KwaZulu-Natal at Scottsville. It's taken 2 runs, and then the last run it's won. It's maiden extremely well. Keegan DeMello aboard, comes from the powerful stable of Sean Terry. Also, another horse to throw in could be number 5, Just Be Nice. If you go back 3 runs, that flashy Katrina form line is also very good. Another one that you can include is number 7, Angel's Wish. Lens-wise, the form is not bad at all. That's currently trading at 6-1 in the fixed odds betting market. So I touched on number 3, Defender of Rights. I've touched on number 4, Asia Pambili. Number 5, Just Be Nice. Number 7, Angel's Wish. But it's a massive field, so take your pick for race number 8.
Talking about your selections, and you've touched on number 3, Defender of Rights, Stuart Pettigrew. Stuart Pettigrew's got quite a few runners that have got chances on form. He's got Green Bubbles, Nice Move, Prairie Falcon, Princess Philippa, Defender of Rights. So he's a trainer that could have a good day. But let's move on. Those are the 8 races. I'm going to take you through my shortlist, and then I'm going to hand over to Devon, and he'll take you through his shortlist. And all that will be left for us to do is to wish you happy punting and all the very best to you and your loved ones. Okay, Vaal, the 20th of October, Thursday. If you'll have a look at my shortlist, which will come up on screen just now, my place accumulator suggestions are race 4, number 4, Memorial Day. Race 5, number 1, Nice Move. Race 6, number 2, Stormy Seas. And race 7, number 5, Princess Philippa. So Memorial Day, Nice Move, Stormy Seas, Princess Philippa are my 4 suggested place accumulator bankers. I really think that these horses will be hugely competitive, and for those that have got lesser budgets, which is like the most of us, could be bankers. Pick 6, race 7, number 5, Princess Philippa. Stuart Pettigrew's horse. I like Princess Philippa, and certainly I think this horse can win and could be a banker. Horse to watch out for in race 3, horse number 3, Sam the Wise Man from the Billy Raiters yard. I'm expecting a huge and if not a winning performance from Sam the Wise Man at around 6-1 is my value. That's my shortlist. All that's left for me to do is to wish you all well. Be safe, punt well, and I'm going to hand over to Devon Govender for his shortlist.
Thanks very much, Warren. Let's get straight into it. The shortlist is going to come on screen right now, and we're starting with the place accumulator bankers. The first one is in race number 4, and it is number 4, Memorial Day. That's currently trading at 25-10. We went for this head-on in the last start, was narrowly beaten. Giving him another chance. Pierre Striker Stradum is aboard, and I'm going to be having an absolute full go on number 4, Memorial Day. Some solid form there, so include in all your bets. I'll be bankering this in the place accumulator, and I'm very tempted to banker this in the pick 6 as well. The next place accumulator comes up in race number 7. It is Princess Philippa. This is currently trading at 25-10. The last one was very, very good behind Captain Peg, and I do think that she's good enough to banker in the place accumulator. I don't think that this horse will miss the top 3. If not, she might even win the race. Then horses to watch out for. The next one comes up in race number 5. This is Mighty Goddess from the Billy Rooters yard, currently trading at 35-10. I did speak to Billy. He did give us a little bit of confidence. The problem with this horse is she does pull really hard. So if Ryan Munger can just get her to relax, she'll be running on very, very strongly. So include number 4, Mighty Goddess, in all your bets. That's a wrap for myself, Devon Govender, and Warren Lanferna. We wish you a fabulous day's racing come Thursday at the Vaal, and we hope it's a very profitable one.